If you're trying to figure out how to transfer a domain to a new domain registrar, chances are you might be feeling a little nervous. Maybe your website is hosted in one place, your domain is registered somewhere else, and your email lives somewhere else completely different. You might be wondering if transferring your domain is going to break your website. The good news, a domain transfer is actually pretty straightforward. In most cases, you only need three things: an unlocked domain, an authorization code or an EPP code, and a few minutes to initiate the transfer. Then, the domain registrar handles the rest. So why would you want to transfer a domain name? Well, if you built your website on Wix, but you purchased your domain somewhere else, transferring that domain is going to allow you to manage everything all in one place. Instead of juggling multiple logins for your website, your domain, your hosting, and your email, it's all going to be under one roof. And if something ever goes wrong, it's going to be a lot easier to get the support that you need. This video is sponsored by Wix, but as always, my opinions are my own. In this video, I'm going to show you how to transfer a domain to Wix Domains. I'm going to explain the one rule that often trips people up called the 60-day transfer lock, and I'm going to walk you through the entire process step by step on screen. By the end of this video, you will know whether or not you even need to transfer your domain, how to transfer your domain safely, and then I'm going to give you some tips on what to expect during that 5 to 7 day transfer process so that your website stays online. Sound good? Let's get into it. All right, before clicking buttons, let's make sure we're talking about the same thing. A domain transfer doesn't move your website. It only changes who manages your domain registration. Think of it like transferring your phone number to a new carrier. You're going to have the same phone and the same phone number. You'll just have a different service provider. So why would anybody transfer a domain? Usually it's because they want everything in one place. Maybe they bought their domain at a registrar years ago. Fast forward a few years and all of a sudden you have your website in one place, your domain somewhere else. You're logging into an old email account, trying to find a verification code. You don't remember the password anymore. This happens more often than you think. So if I do have a client who has a Wix website and they've purchased their domain somewhere else, I almost always have them transfer that domain to Wix Domains. Everything is managed from one dashboard. So that's one login and one renewal date. And if something goes wrong, you're not trying to figure out which company you need to contact. Now here's something that confuses a lot of people. Sometimes you don't need to transfer your domain, you simply need to connect it. Connecting means that your domain stays with your current domain registrar. You're going to simply be pointing it to your Wix website using something called DNS records or name servers. When you transfer your domain, that means that Wix becomes your new domain registrar. So how do you know which one you need? Well, if you're happy managing your domain where it is and you've got your login locked in, you know your way around the dashboard, and all of your payment methods are up to date, you can just connect it. But if you're tired of juggling multiple accounts and you want to have your website and your hosting, your domain, your SSL certificate, and your billing all in one place under one login, a transfer is going to make life a lot simpler. And that's what we're going to be focusing on today. Before you can transfer a domain, there are a few things to know. First, let's talk about the 60-day rule or the 60-day lock. Now, don't worry, it sounds a lot more intimidating than it actually is. What it means is that if you registered your domain in the last 60 days or transferred it in the last 60 days, you are going to need to wait before you can initiate another transfer. This required waiting period is a security measure, and it's designed to protect your domain from unauthorized transfers. Next, if it applies to you, I want you to disable private registration, also known as Who is Privacy, on your current registrar, and make sure that your contact information is up to date. If you leave private registration on during that domain transfer process, some of those verification emails could get blocked or delayed, which is going to slow down the process. Also, if your contact information is out of date because you purchased your domain several years ago, security codes, which are sometimes used to verify that you do want to make that transfer, can go to an old email address that you no longer have access to. Not fun. Now, while you are in your current registrar settings, you'll also need to unlock your domain. Most registrars automatically lock domains to prevent unauthorized transfers. Since we're intentionally transferring this domain, you'll need to temporarily move that to the off position. Don't worry, you can turn it back on when the transfer is complete. And finally, let's take a look at the domain renewal date. Many people are worried that if they just made a payment for their domain at their current registrar, they're going to lose that investment. The good news is that any domain you transfer to Wix is going to retain the time of your original registration period. You're simply required to purchase an additional year when you make that transfer, but you don't lose any of the time that you've already paid for. That additional year that you purchase during your domain transfer simply stacks on top of your prepaid time. The next thing you'll need is an authorization code. You'll sometimes hear this called an EPP code or a transfer code. Think of it like a password that proves that you really are the owner of this domain. Now, every registrar hides this in a slightly different place. It's usually somewhere under domain settings, transfer, or security. And if you can't find it, don't panic. Just search your registrar's help center for EPP code. And once you've requested it, they're either going to display it immediately or they might email it to you. You're going to want to hang on to it because we're going to need it in a minute. Let me show you exactly how this works inside of Wix. So if you've already built your website on Wix, you're going to enter your site dashboard and you're going to want to make sure that your website has been upgraded. If it's not, go ahead and upgrade it now. If the domain that you own elsewhere has already been connected to your site, you're going to be able to see it here and click Manage Domain. From there, you'll see it's managed by a third party, and you can click the Transfer to Wix button to begin. If you've not yet connected your domain, you're going to see Connected Domain, and you'll want to connect your domain before initiating the domain transfer to avoid any downtime. So start by simply connecting the domain that you already own, and once that connection is secure, you can then initiate the transfer. All right, once you've clicked into Transfer to Wix, you're going to see a screen with step-by-step details that cover what we talked about in this video. Continue through the process to start the transfer, input your payment details for future renewals, and then complete the checkout. From there, Wix contacts your current domain registrar to begin the transfer process. Most of the work happens automatically behind the scenes, but you may need to verify the transfer process, so keep an eye out for your inbox for those emails. Now comes the part where everybody gets nervous. What happens to my website? Well, the good news is that usually nothing. Most domain transfers take about 5 to 7 days to complete, and your website should stay online during that time. Your DNS records are going to move with the transfer, so visitors can continue reaching your website while everything is being processed. The biggest thing to remember is that once you've started the transfer, be patient. Don't keep changing your DNS settings unless Wix specifically tells you to, and then just sit back, relax, and wait for that confirmation email. Once the transfer is complete, first things first, do a little happy dance. You now get to manage your website and your domain all in one place. So now there are just a couple of housekeeping items. I want you to double check that the domain is assigned to the correct Wix website. If you did follow the workflow in this video, it should be already, but it doesn't hurt to check. Next, I want you to make sure that auto renew is turned on for that freshly transferred domain. If it's not, go into your premium subscriptions tab, and that's where you're going to find auto renewal. The last thing you want to do is build your business around a domain name and then accidentally let it expire. Congratulations, you did it. So here's the quick recap. If you want to transfer a domain to Wix Domains, the process is actually pretty simple. First, you're going to make sure that your domain is eligible to transfer. Then unlock the domain, request your authorization or your EPP code, and start the transfer inside of Wix Domains. Then give it about 5 to 7 days to finish. If your goal is to keep your website, hosting, and domain all in one place, transferring your domain can make life a lot simpler in the long run. If you're ready to get started, I'll leave a link to Wix Domains in the description below. And if you'd rather have somebody walk you through this personally with your unique website, I do offer one-on-one training sessions where we can get your domain transferred. So if that sounds like something that would be helpful for you, I do have a link to those in the description too. All right, if this video helped you, I'd really appreciate it if you gave it a thumbs up and subscribed. I've got more Wix tutorials like this coming up, so I'll see you next time.